Good afternoon, evening, or good night. Grim here with a box 11. I think I'm going to do this box and one more. I have four more boxes, and I think I'm just going to keep the last two for drafting if I can get any groups together with some of my friends locally here. So we're just going to go ahead and, same as the last few videos, we're just going to kind of go through these pretty quickly. Here we have a Sherlock and Zorro. Got some Teamworks, Jane Porter Special, and a Dracula Rare. On to pack 2, we have the Dracula to go with that rare. We have a Merlin, looking spiffy. Then we have a Teamwork. We have two specials, another Teamwork, and then the even spiffier Merlin. I wonder if we'll ever see some more alternate art. It'd be kind of cool if maybe there's some little bonus things that is somewhere where it. I guess maybe we'll see some things like that at some events and things like that. But it'd be cool to have some very different takes on these characters. We have three more specials, and then we have the Jajasaurus Mythic. So we will take that. I was calling them ultra rares, but here on the back it says ultra. Here it says foil mythic. So less syllables. We're going with it. Sticks with some naming conventions and some other games that I play. So specifically Magic. So here we have Count of Monte Cristo, a foil stack of Cthulhu. This might be the quickest I'm off to getting some foils in quite a while. Make sure we have all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Have seen some with only 4. I have got a Carson of Venus that only had 4 specials, so I have to see if I can fill that set out somewhere with the last one. We have a Van Helsing rare. On to pack 5. Here we have a Jane Porter and a Merlin. We have a special for, nope, we are going too fast. There's the Merlin special there. Then we have the 3 specials. We have an Angry Mob, Wicked Witch, another Angry Mob, Middle Ages, and Just Village Teamwork. And we have the rare Jajasaurus. Alright, next pack. Numero 6, we have a Carson of Venus. I know in my stack, this is the one that I am missing the foil in. I didn't realize it when I had opened it the other day, and I was putting together some things earlier, and I noticed that it was not present. So we have a Teamwork, and then we have a King Arthur Mythic. So that's good. Probably the hottest start to a box in a while. So here we have the Poseidon, have the Mummy coming in. We have the Zorro special, Carson of Venus, Morgan Le Fay, Anubis. So we have the 4 specials in a pack, and a Mina Harker rare. Next pack, we got Poseidon and Sun Wukong. So I don't see Sun Wukong popping up too frequently. We have a Teamwork, we have the Land That Time Forgot location, we have the 4, and a 5 foily right there. And a Count of Monte Cristo rare. And people driving very fast down the street. We have the Invisible Man and his specials here. Looks like the corner's a little dinged up, but we have the Tarzan. Have a Mina. This card, kind of a pain in a game I played last night, so good on guy I was playing. It was pretty rough. So put me in my place. The Time Traveler, and then we have the Robin Hood rare. Next pack, we're hitting up Billy the Kid and another Cthulhu. This time in non-foil. Then we have the Korak Special, the 7 Any Power, Watson, King Arthur, and a Industrial Age Angry Mob. Alrighty, love seeing Zeus. I think his Thunderbolt, the game I played the other day, just really hard to deal with. I got Zeus taken care of pretty quickly. But if he had stayed on the board, he would have just walked all over me for basically multiple rounds. I just wouldn't have had anything to deal with it. So my team was a little light on negates, and so I'm going to be looking at see what I can do with that. Have the 3 foil little curl. This is more of a Magic style curl. I haven't seen that in the Overpower stuff. Alrighty, we have some Anubis and Korak. I'm going to be planning some other kind of content besides pack openings. This is kind of just easy. It's kind of fun to share the hits, even if engagement's been a little low. It's still just kind of fun to crack some packs, even if some of the packs have been a little frustrating, just with the lack of some of the things I'm hoping to see. But here we have 3 Teamworks, a Headless Horseman, and a John Carter of Mars. Sorry, I just had a yawn there. It's a character that I'm excited to play him, but I'm a little surprised that a character like Jane Porter has 2 ultra rares. Sorry, 2 alternate rares, but a John Carter does not. So maybe he's going to show up in one of the prize packs. I don't really have that list of things off my head, though I do know that Captain Nemo will be showing up there with his only version of an alternate card. So hopefully the art on those looks pretty cool. You have a Billy the Kid. Sorry, Tars and a Venus. The same, very similar color palette. Tars Tarkus. And a couple 3 Teamworks. The Van Helsing Special. And Anubis. I like seeing this one show up. I don't think he's rare. Or sorry, ultra rare, mythic, whatever. I think he's rare, but his art is fantastic. One of my favorites in the set. Here we have our first weird pack in a while. We have Captain Nemo. We have Dejasaurus and 3 of her specials. Mr. Hyde and his specials, 5 of them maybe. I'm just going to put these to the side because I don't know if even everything's in it. We have a location with Barsoom, a couple things here, and a Tarzan. So, unfortunately, that's something that happens sometimes. It would be cool if it was happening with, maybe some foils or something. Give me some love. Dracula, Time Traveler. And then we have any character. We have a couple Teamworks, the Mummy, and a Korak. Joe Kubert edition. Going on to the next pack, we have Jane Porter and the Wicked Witch. Noticing the foils are still not coming on the basically everything else. 2 locations in a pack. I don't think I have really seen that. I'm just going to put these little guys over here, maybe upside down, just because I'm going to start another pile at some point. And Morgan Le Fay. We'll just move those up, and I feel like we're about halfway through the box and still no more foil stacks either. Sheriff of Nottingham, Tars Tarkus. We you know, the Captain Nemo Cthulhu Zorro specials with a Zeus and the Invisible Man rare. Van Helsing, Three Musketeers, the 7, Lance, we have a Professor Moriarty, and I'll just sort these guys, whatever. There we go. Alrighty, we have King Arthur, Three Musketeers. We have Raw, any character, Teamwork, and then the Fairy Protection, and a Sherlock right there. Alright, Angry Mob, Robin Hood. We have the Rare Cthulhu. We'll just mix these guys up since we're just sorting them to go on to the next pack. Yeah, I really feel I stopped counting, but got to be halfway through this box. So have the Lancelot here, and then we have our next foil stack with a Mina Harker. The way the bats look, it almost looks like the ink didn't print. It looks a little strange, and then her face here as well. You kind of see these details. It just looks like something didn't print. I don't know if the other ones are like that, but at least this copy I'm not a big fan of. This looks like stuff rubbed off here. Maybe something like that happened. Maybe there's some damage. There's a bunch of specks here. Overall, these are that one's kind of unimpressive, unfortunately. We have the Carson of Venus, a couple Teamworks, a Deja Thoris, and then we have our first foil rare in the box with King Arthur. All right, here we have a Joan of Arc, Van Helsing, the Poseidon, put him in the right spot, Teamwork, couple Draculas, another Three Musketeers, and the Hercules. And here we have the foil that I'm probably the most excited to ever get these. We have the Zeus. Let's make sure we have all the specials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have the 6th card in the stack is that Thunderbolt. Lovely. That feels good to see that guy. Modern Age, Korak, Joan of Arc, and then the Korak rare. I kind of like Gonzalo's art. This little cartoony, almost little. I don't know if anime is the word that I want. It's very colorful, fun. Another weird pack, unfortunately. We have a Count of Monte Cristo and 2 specials. We have Captain Nemo and 3 specials. Hercules on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have all of his cards probably. I'm going to just make sure that they're all like the actual commons. We have a couple, 3, 4 specials in this pack. Industrial Age, Wicked Witch, Indie Character, and the Leonidas rare. We'll just make these guys a little bit more in order. Just when you're opening these things and stacking them, they don't always stay together just because they're a little glossy. Okay, here we have the Captain Nemo, Morgan Le Fay. We have the Teamworks, we have an any character, Teamwork, and then we have the Tara's Darkest Rare. I'm also not seeing a lot of, man, I feel like early on I was seeing a lot of print errors, a lot of manufacturing errors, things like that were, like crimped cards and things like that, and I have not seen any in quite a while. I think my brother got one in the box I saw him open, and the Time Traveler, but I haven't seen any since then. So far, just the one foil rare. Yeah, some of these I know that you can see them because they're a little transparent. I'm kind of curious. I feel like there's some that are a little different than each other. Very curious if there's some printing differences in those. So we have 4 specials in that pack and a Carson of Venus. There we go. I think we're down to 7 packs. So pack 30. We have the Dracula. We have Korak. We have the John Carter special. We have any home base, which they're just kind of getting a little messy over there. It's a couple teamworks. And in our third mythic of the box, we have a Lancelot. I think my brother will be happy to get that. I don't think I have a duplicate of him. So we have a Deja Thoris, Joan of Arc. We have a any home base. We have a Freya, Goddess of Protection. We have an 8. The Mr. Hyde special, and this lovely Zorro foil. Yeah, if you're gonna get a foil, might as well be for a character you really want, as well as one I haven't seen before. So 6 packs left. We'll see if there's any magic left in here. We have Dr. Watson and Sherlock in the same pack. Like that's just fun. Like if you were opening this is your first box, that'd be pretty cool. We have the Teamworks here, and we have the Angry Mob Middle Ages. All right, another kind of wonky pack. We have Deja Thoris, 2 of her specials, Count of Monte Cristo, 3 of his specials. So we will have to go through those later and make sure, see what we're missing. We have Professor Moriarty. And then we have the Dr. Watson, his uncommon. We have the 3 multi-power, any home base, Leonidas, and then we have Sun Wukong. That is the first time that I'm seeing him at all, so I will take that. Even though, man, foil. Where's the foils? It's like I feel like a Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef? It's kind of unreal. I don't even know what the drop rates are. Like it's supposed to be like 1 in 3 boxes or something. And here I am, box 11. So, all right, down to 2 packs. Ooh, we have Dr. Watson, and then we have a Sun Wukong foil stack. We have 1. And this is, I don't know if you can see it here, but it's definitely just scratched up. I don't know how that'll look in a sleeve. That might look better in a sleeve. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have all of his specials, and we have his uncommon here as well. Then we have a Teamwork, which is mixed up in the wrong pile there, and Wicked Witch. And on to the very last pack. All right, we'll just try to keep these tight so I don't see what's happening. We have a Leonidas, Mr. Hyde. We have the Round Table. We have Robin Hood, uncommon, Teamworks, and a foil, John Carter. At least the foil hits here are ones that I don't know if I've seen the King Arthur in foil, but definitely wanted to see that Zorro and the John Carter here. And then we have the four stacks. So we have the Sun Wukong, Zeus, probably 2 of the more sought after ones, Mina Harker, and Cthulhu. So thanks for watching. If you like these, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.